Power to the people. We are back.
They're gonna skirt your 5-point star tattoo off your head in hell every day.
Keep it clean.
Yeah, that's all you want to do.
All right, man. All right, man. Look,
If you're a right-wing girl dad, but really wanted a boy, you should support the T's. You might still have a chance.
Was there no wisdom? was there no wisdom passed along? It's what I'm saying.
Don't every time you see me, I keep it clean like a coaster.
power to the people. We are back to do maintenance. You are tuned in to the latest episode of the Keep It Clean podcast. This is episode number 37. I'm your host, Nico. Hey, we got the good brother Ray in the building. What's going on, man?
And you know, if you want to follow the light, follow the RAY. If you need to tuck it, follow the bucket, save your life. We feeling dangerous. It's Ray outside. I appreciate y'all for being here. And shout out to the battle rap chat for all of us that just chopped it up, man. It was cool to just see that type of community really quick. Shout out to y'all, man.
That's a fact. That's a fact. We got the good brother Ev in the building. What's going on, man?
What's going down? What's going down? How everybody doing tonight?
Everything is love, my brother. We got the East Side host with the most, East Side Bodega in the building. What's up, Brody?
What's good? What's good? You know what I'm saying? We back to do business. What can I say?
Yes, we are. We are back to do business. We back in the warehouse. We got to clean some things. Before we get started, if you are joining us on YouTube, please be sure to like, leave a comment, subscribe to the page. If you are joining us on the DSPs, please be sure to give us a 5-star rating, follow our page. If you are looking for us on social media, at the Keep It Clean Show, that's on Instagram and TikTok. My brothers, episode 37. Let's keep it a buck, keep it a bean, and keep it clean. Solos, Ray, talk to me.
I have multiple. So what I would like to do, if y'all do have some, I'm gonna go with one at a time. Like y'all get y'all's out and I'll circle back. That cool with y'all? Appreciate you.
Yeah,
That's cool.
All
That's
right.
cool.
Because they range in emotion, I'm gonna start off with the great one first. Last week was 3 years for your boy. 3 years with the lady and I locked in. We did that and she put up with me, so I had to keep it clean. Shout out to you, because I be on bullshit, as you see. It's even crazier in the house. So,
Congratulations.
you know what I'm saying?
Congratulations, brother.
Okay.
You know,
That's fine.
so yeah. I want to do a shout out for that, and shout out to Pops, bro. He hit 7-0.
Hey, salute.
Big
all
shout
this-
out to
All this
Pops.
within a
Birthday
week.
to
So, you know what I'm
Pops,
saying?
man.
Pops hit 7-0, dog. So especially in an era where we hold on to strong black men that put good words out there. I'm proud of my father, and I'm proud of the things that he's done. And there's a lot. If y'all think I'm wild, I just want to put it out there, bro. I may not touch the scale. Y'all have to remember, I'm the youngest of 4, and he's there. So if this is outside for you, woo, you in the forest over there. Bro.
I'm gonna say again, shout out to the wife, man, because that sounds like a lot to be going through. You know what I mean? Shout out to y'all.
You know what I'm saying? And this, and he light skinned, so like,
You know what I mean? So it's even worse. He be doing the eyebrows thing, and it's like,
man, my
you
brother
know,
got
the squinting eyes, talking about some.
One of my brothers
you know
got me
what
beat.
I'm
One of the brothers got me beat, bro.
saying? Of course they do. Of course they do. It's
And he's
crazy.
6'5".
Oh,
Damn.
I'm gonna keep with the shout out for my Keep It Clean solo. Shout out to the homie Sleepy out in New Orleans. My
Yes,
man
sir.
is starting up a program for the youth out there called Fight for Focus. It's specifically aimed at neurodivergent youth specifically, but you know, anybody can join type of thing. He wants to work with kids, give them somebody to believe in, give them a space to move around, especially after school. We know how it is in New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? It's very dangerous. So just having a spot for the kids to lock into, spend some time with, get some support and be in community with older people in the community that can help them and steer them in the right way. So I just wanted to shout out to my mans. If you in the New Orleans area and you want to help and get in contact with him, his Instagram is at SleepyCharles1. And if you want to follow the page, it's gonna be at fight the number 4 FOCS on Instagram. So I just wanted to shout out to my mans.
Shout out Sleepy, man.
For sure. What's up, Bodega?
Hey man, my keep it clean is real simple, man. Me too. I am also doing a shout out. My cousin Leak Mali just dropped his project, Maryland Boy. You know, part of that group bringing real soulful rap back. And so, shout out to my cousin, man. Go
Hey,
support that.
I just tapped in with bro on the Instagram. He just followed me. I followed him back and tapped in with some music. I have a pack coming for you, sir. Just want to
Yes,
We're gonna
sir.
put that on the airwaves. I have a pack coming your way very soon. Just know that.
Man,
Dev, talk to me.
that's crazy. This is like another week where we did something unplanned and it lined up. It's shout out, keep it clean. That's kind of crazy. Everybody got one because I got one
Mhm.
too. My shout out is for two people. A good associate of mine who I met through the gym, my brother, Dr. Jonathan Solomon. He just got his doctorate, and when people get that doctorate,
Hey,
Oh
so
shit.
shout out to him, and then shout out
talk heavy.
to my brother Alonzo. They both run a thing called Yoga with the Bros. I know y'all may have seen me when I posted it about it when I was there this
Yeah, I
past
seen that.
Sunday.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, and so monthly it's a monthly meetup where honestly we meet up and we literally do yoga, and it's a all for men, black men, find a community, and we just have open discussions about what's going on in our communities and what's going on with us as men and things for us to find the same common ground because we don't have the same thing we doing with the Keep It Clean podcast, honestly, because
Yeah.
having that outlet of men, of support, of outreach where you can touch to your brother, somebody to lean on. And man, this past Sunday we had it again, and it was a great time. More extra new faces. We got to politic. We got to communion together and just have some conversations, some heartfelt conversations about the things we're going through in men's health because this month is men's health month. They had mental health month earlier back in June, but this month for November is men's just health month. So it's just
Gotcha.
we was having discussions about, physical health, mental health, emotional health, all types of health in the body and man and anything. And so I just want to shout out to them two brothers because they're doing something special. It's been 5 sessions so far. If you're in the St. Louis, Southern Illinois area, the next one would be December 14th. I'll put that out there now since they already know the date. You can follow them Yoga with your bro Zoe, Zoe. That's exactly what it is. Exactly how it sounds. Yoga with WITH, yeah, YA, bro Zoe. You can find out details and information. Shout out to them two brothers, man, because it's a great time for about 2 hours. It's just a great time with just fellowship. So yeah, shout out to them.
For
Oh,
sure.
that's tough. That's tough. You should clip what you just said, man, and put it on your Instagram too, just to touch bases. Circulate that because that's
Yeah.
hard. That's
Yeah,
hard. That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Let's go, Ray. You said you had multiple. Come on.
I got two. So it's odd. Shout out to you, Ed, for even saying it. I didn't think about it. This is how you know it's so unplanned. Everybody had a shout out. And of course, Ray being Ray, I'm going to go the complete opposite just to wrap all 4 of those up. There should be a meter, and y'all know who you are, who I'm talking about. There should be a meter that you need to respect for the safety of the public when containing and analyzing your weirdness, right? We don't need to know everything about you. And there's certain things that I know that you know. It was weird when you thought it. It was weird when you did it. And it's even weird now when you say it, trying to garner it. I'm on the bus of bringing back shame. I can start there and I have no issue with it. I just feel like there's simple rules to public decency. If you have something about you, you should always put it on the scale of about 1 to 10. If 4 or less people in your mind will have a pleasant conversation with you that you feel comfortable, don't say it to everybody. If 4 out of 10 or less can't support it, if it's 2 or less, only talk to people you love. Because on the other side of that is going to be full slander. You should have kept that to yourself. And I'm pushing those narratives. Monitor your weird. Love you and stay in your safe zones. On the other side of this, it's not safe, man. It's not.
Go to therapy, fuck nigga.
Please.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. Facts.
Please.
Facts.
So
Go talk to
I-
somebody you got patient confidentiality with.
There you
Like,
go.
just cool out.
Somebody that won't violate
Just cool
HIPAA.
out.
Yeah,
Man,
because my gun don't.
Jesus Christ.
My
Oh
gun don't.
my. I wasn't going there.
it
But
speaks.
funny.
It's just not the language you like.
It's funny
It
Ray
speaks.
said we were gonna go
You
negative.
won't hear shit else again either, nigga. You be
Because I
talking.
was going negative too. And so it's literally so funny shit is just unplanned today. That means today gonna be a good episode.
It's gonna be a great
Because
episode,
I
bro.
was gonna go negative too, but it was gonna be simple. Because I've said this before, but I'm gonna reiterate it in a different way. I told y'all a couple weeks ago, it's okay to say you don't know. It's also okay to say I do know. Meaning, it's okay to say I know I'm a bitch. Because some of y'all are bitches.
Yeah, for sure. Cool.
Once
That's all.
again, my gun isn't. You know what I'm saying?
let's
Ego,
get
I got one more.
Ego can't save your life, my nigga.
that's a
It
fact.
But
can
being a
if you keep
bitch
it in
can.
check. It can. It can. Acknowledging your ego and being truthful with it can for sure save your life. It can for sure save your life.
That's all, man.
Man,
Go ahead,
I
Ray.
got one more. I'm gonna balance this one a little bit out, man. And I just wanted to have a quick conversation. If you don't mind, fellas, just let me ISO it for the initial part.
You see that nigga start pulling out paper. Y'all see that?
Yeah, I took notes,
Okay.
man. I took notes. So let me do some. Add this, right? Right. Just so there's a second piece to it. All right. So
Get us
there's a
struck
sports
down in the
conversation.
first 10 minutes of the episode. I'm with you. Let's go.
There's a conversation that we've had, and that's why I let it play first before I say anything. I thought about it, Nick. I'll be trying to, I'm a risk manager. I balance. You feel me? You could have the sports conversation about this. So I will start off with, once again, rest in peace, Sonia Massey. Her executioner was found guilty on October 9th. His sentencing will be in January. And that situation makes me feel a way when we're looking at what just happened here. In the Texas A&M game this past Saturday when they played South Carolina, you saw in video footage, so there's no question, an officer go out of his way to make contact with those players, right? So as we walk through these types of situations, I just want us to think about these moments. I will say I appreciate the rapid response that Texas A&M, Texas DPS, and all of them had immediately to the situation. Shout out to y'all. He was relieved of his duties for the game. Cool. And for all of y'all that saw that's similar and sitting in the chair listening to this, just like me, we're regular people. So I do want to take this as a moment to, I'll say, build on an opportunity for us to do better, because this gentleman did this where the kids were where they were supposed to be, properly identified with the name on their jersey, legally sanctioned activity, minding their business and complying. And he still made contact with those two boys in that manner, as you saw, being the aggressor. We don't have to allege here. But where we do have to address is there's two options in my mind. It's either one, he didn't know he would be seen, right? He didn't know he'd be seen. Or two, he knew he was being seen and then still proceeded to do it. So let's say it's the former. And if you imagine what it could be like to, once again, be a kid in the exact place where you should be, doing the exact thing that was already supposed to be doing, they're kids, I want to remind you, and fully within your rights of minding your business the way that you're expected to mind your business as the average citizen. If he didn't know and he still did that, I just want to know what the process is in your mind on what else you would need. Because if he didn't know he was being watched and he tried to do that to all those standards at play, then what can you imagine in a situation where it's just partially off, that you don't have all of the perfect elements? None of those. Let's say it's the latter, though. Let's say he did, in fact, know that he was being watched, because it's a publicly televised game. Texas A&M isn't just a small school. It's actually relatively decent and plays on your televisions on a regular basis. It is a known stadium. Texas DPS is known. They call it the 12th man. They have cadets that do the whatever they do in the middle of the games. And you were out here with front row seats as your job to protect, and you went out of your way to harm. So if it's the latter that you knew, we have to once again think of these types of situations, because I shouldn't have to say the stupid, obvious things out loud that obviously not every officer is bad, just like obviously not every officer is good. But what I do know is us as regular citizens have to sit here with a lack of protection, because as you saw, he turned around and stepped towards those kids. Now, what if he wasn't thinking about a football game and he stepped to him because he is a growing adult too, and somebody just made contact with him? What if he twitched a little bit too fast, and despite the fact that he initiated the contact in a public zone, if that child retaliated, he'd be at fault? If he was to do what he was supposed to do, because imagine this just for a quick second. He tested this gentleman that has a metal face mask, body shell, and a helmet, and he still felt like that. It could be an ego. Could be his identity. We could try to diagnose that on a regular basis. I don't care for that. What I do care for is if he was willing to treat kids like that. And there's more that are like him in this situation. All I'm saying is we have an opportunity just as general as a people. We didn't have to bring any of the additional elements into it. If he's doing that and there's those that know about his activities and or join in whenever those happen, and you have that scattered out in police units across wherever you live, why can't we take an opportunity just to at least have the conversation of, hey, they know that we know, and try to do something else? Because we could have lost those kids the same way that we lost Stanley Massey that quickly.
I need that nigga. I need that cop's jacket pulled. I need his cases reviewed, because that just don't make sense. In either which scenario you just painted, if he doesn't know, that's alarming. And if he does know, that's alarming. So either which way, I need Buddy situations pulled, because that just, you on a nationally televised game bucking on the players.
They don't just let rookies
as a
do
cop.
That.
As a
That's
cop.
the other part.
Like that's the so
They
yeah.
don't just let rookies get that detail. That's another part. That's very important. This isn't a standard officer. They won't give the name. I just know enough about how
you know what time it is. Yeah, you know what time
that is.
Officer, you know what time that is.
But I appreciate y'all letting me get that off my chest, man. I appreciate that. Thank you.
For sure. Appreciate y'all. So we're gonna get into it. We have a segment, and it's called Bodega. What's going on? All right. Bodega is our resident political guy. You know what I'm saying? What reluctantly
they did that to me, by
reluctantly.
the way.
I was just finna, reluctantly, I might add. Like, he didn't ask for this. You know what I'm saying? But he be knowing. You know what I'm saying? He be sending all of the information into the chat and all of that. So it's like, hey, bro, we just gonna, you know what I mean? So we're gonna get this started. Gaza has a peace deal in play. Bodega, what's going on?
Okay. All right. So there's a couple things to talk about here. On I believe it was Monday, the UN what's that word? Tongue twisted.
Unanimously
Voted in favor of Trump's proposed peace deal for Gaza. There was two absentee votes. One was China, one was Russia. So effectively, they didn't go on the record as opposed or against. But what does this actually mean for Gaza? It's very important, very fucking important. A UN-led coalition will effectively govern the Gaza Strip and add to the benefit and relief of violence from Gaza. Who this coalition will be is not listed. How they will enforce their policies is not listed. Remember, the UN does not have like a formal peace peacekeeping force. So one of its member nations will then have to do it on its stead, likely the United States, and other Western aligned countries. And yeah, yeah. The UN doesn't, and see, here's the thing about like international law, right? Like, is there is a technically international court. There's technically speaking a international law where the prime minister of Israel um is a frequent violator and actively, like, if you take international law seriously, is actively
On
on
the
the run
run.
from,
Yeah,
effectively, right?
yeah.
But Israel is one of the US's most closely coordinated allies. So this is effectively a NATO-led initiative. Now, what does this mean in reality, right? Because I just gave y'all like a bunch of shit. What this means in reality is that people who are not from the land of Gaza, who are not aligned with the Palestinians, who are not aligned with Islamic interests, and we're going to talk about that a bit later too, are going to come in and effectively govern where these Palestinians live. The Palestinians will effectively be under another form of occupation. The difference is that it won't be Israel directly. The more interesting thing is like, you can take the example of like New Orleans for Hurricane Katrina, or like insert any Middle Eastern country here that's been taken over by a Western coalition. Like, this is resource extraction. This is people management. This is effectively a form of slavery. And all of that will happen after Israel is comfortable with the amount of genocide that they've committed.
That's what
So
I
the
wanted to.
the Palestinians who are left. So like, it's not like Israel has stopped bombing Hamas, right? Like, they haven't stopped bombing Hamas, even though there was a ceasefire agreed to. And then they did a exchange, and then Israel said, "Oh well, Hamas did something, so we back on it like we never left," right? So these Palestinians have gotten pushed from their homes. They have been starved to death. They have been bombed to death. They have
Sexually
been
assaulted.
they have been sexually assaulted. Their
Violently
sexual
executed.
assaulters are in Israel being celebrated as war heroes. And mind you, Israel gets all of their equipment from the United States. And anything that didn't come directly from us was then created with our technology in hand.
So that's where I want to jump in right there. Let's make very clear that a country that just, I ain't gonna say finished because they're still doing it. A country that is actively, Israel, actively perpetrating a genocide, is now going to be able to co-govern the land it just committed this atrocity on, with the people of the government
That,
that funded it.
yeah,
This is what we're looking at right now. Like, how is this a peace deal for anybody in Gaza? The same people that just bombed me and the people that bought the bombs or gave them the money to make the bombs to bomb me are now going to be in charge of where I live. Never mind the fact that the guy who proposed the deal put out AI videos of Trump hotels all around where Gaza is. This is where we at with this right now. This is ridiculous.
is Israel about to become your favorite travel destination in 10 years, with a bunch of palm trees and Trump hotels off the back of dead Palestinian bodies?
A quick obvious cliche of, hey, if they're doing it here, then they'll do it everywhere else type of thing. Don't y'all, and when I say y'all, for once, I'm talking about another set of marginalized people. don't think that this isn't just a prime example of what's happening here. They have fully started the brown on brown war completely. There's politicians blatantly running, even out here in Texas. There's you got politicians and people flat out saying we are gonna stop buildings of mosque in the state. No more new mosques. They have started to add certain groups to terrorist groups over here, and this is coming from they put Hispanics at the front. They put Latinos and Latinas at the front of that base to start a brown versus brown war. I don't want that to be missed. It's happening domestically just as much. They're showing you the scale that they would take it to. It's just not here, but they gave you the play of this is how far we may go.
And they just made it to where swastikas and nooses and all of that aren't no longer hate symbols.
Yeah.
By the way,
Today.
at the same time that the most rich man in the world is doing Nazi salutes in front of the president, they make Nazi propaganda symbols non-hate speech.
And I feel
While
like
hold up, real quick, Bodega.
Mhm.
While they are hand in hand with Israel, what is what is going on, fam? What is going on?
And I again to make a call back to like our previous episodes, this is all only in play if you're poor.
Mhm.
If you're poor, right?
Yep.
I want you to understand the United States and Saudi Arabia getting a whole lot of money together.
Facts.
Dubai, Abu
Facts.
Dhabi, Qatar. You know what I'm saying? Like these like it's not the entire Middle East, right? That's like it's not all Islamic prosecution. It's Islamic prosecution if you're poor. It's Hispanic and Latin American prosecution if you're poor. If you're poor. Only if you're poor. Now, you know what I'm saying? We can fuck it. Let's take this shit over. Fuck it. I want you to understand that the supposed most prosecuted group of people in the world, right, which are supposedly the Jews, right, and we support the Jews.
Yeah, for sure.
But I want you to understand that like 90% of American media is owned by a group of people who consider themselves Jewish, and not your Jews that you see in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Supporting the no pork movement. Not them. It's not them. It's the ones who align themselves with Israel. This is a
Zionist
this
Israel.
the Zionists. This is a foreign entity that controls 90% of the news that you see. They just purchased TikTok, my nigga. The app that you be on, the app that you gonna see us on,
The
they just
app,
purchased that.
the app that made it known what they were doing in Gaza. The app that was used to make documentaries about what they were doing in Gaza. The app that the IDF used to show the war crimes that they were committing in Gaza. That's what Israel just bought.
Oh yeah, this is also the app that brought you the Ukrainian and Russian war, which you haven't noticed. You ain't seen much of. Just you know what I'm saying? Notice that. Um this is also the same app that was forcibly taken from the Chinese due to safety concerns.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about national
Huh.
safety concerns a little bit later too.
National safety concerns, right?
Yeah.
So like it got taken from one foreign entity to another foreign entity that is supposedly on our side. I have to remind you all, and if there's any politicians who somehow come across this, you niggas need to learn from Iran. Okay? If you don't know the Iran, if you don't know the Iran story, how Iran was a state that was very cool with the United States, and then suddenly it became it wasn't, and this led to the decommissioning of the F-14 Tomcat. Niggas think that the F-14 Tomcat was really expensive and like the Soviets fell, so like it no longer had a mission. That's a bunch of bullshit. The United States had more than enough money to decommission a jet and destroy all of its parts and everything like that, just so that the foreign entity that they gave the jets to would no longer have access to the technology because they started beefing. I really like that. It's a lesson as old as time. I really wish that you would just take a look at it. Because
It's
if you think at any point that Israel is just going to be like that for us, I have another thing coming. I just like the other shoe
Syria,
has to fall.
Lebanon, Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan. I'm missing one. All of those particular wars that we have been in since about 96 until now, we also had a best friend that supported every single one of those
Yemen.
wars in the Middle East. Yemen, that's the one I'm missing. Yeah. Iraq, Iran, Syria, Yemen. Where else were we? Afghanistan, all of those. Syria, yeah, all of those were the same gameplay ran numerous times, and there was
you
support. It was the same support.
you talking about the gameplay where Benjamin Netanyahu went into Congress and said Iran is about to build a bomb, and if we just bomb them, then they will no longer have the bomb. You mean he did that in like '02, and then we declared war in '03?
Oh, Yemen, Syria. Did you name Syria? I don't know if you
Yeah, he
named
did.
Syria, but like
Yeah, he
okay.
did. Yeah, it's listen from the Palestine. I mean, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Free Gaza, free Palestine, and fuck Zionists. Fuck y'all. Not fuck Jews. Fuck Zionists. And anybody that align with them, because you don't have to be a Zionist or you don't have to be a Jew to align with Zionism. Joe Biden, you're Christian Zionist. Fuck you. We're gonna keep pushing. We got another one, but I gotta come back to you with another question. So Nicki Minaj this week went to the UN.
Man, that's just a nasty segment. Like this is a slew of nasty, bro.
Listen, bro. Listen, I told you we
The
listen.
I
UN
didn't
is
even mean
some
to cut you
nasty
off like that.
niggas,
That was
man.
just
The
straight
UN
from
is
the
some
heart, bro.
nasty niggas.
Listen, man, keep it clean. We gotta clean it up. It's disgusting. Nicki
Ugh.
Minaj went to the UN to give a speech about peace in Nigeria. We've been covering this. We talked about it when it first came out about her putting out the tweets. But now she's up at the UN giving speeches. So Bodega, what's going on?
Listen, man, the UN, and this was the next day, right? This was the next day after they approved the whole Gaza peace thing. They then brought the original BBL bandit to the UN podium to talk about Nigeria. Now, let's get some like funny shit out the way first. Y'all brought the only female rapper who can't defend herself in rap beefs to talk about a Christian prosecution in Nigeria. Y'all niggas don't even know if she been in Nigeria. Like this is shit that we gotta talk about. Like she can't defend herself in a rap beef against a light-skinned fellow BBL bandit. This is the person that you decided to bring to speak about national Christian crimes. Like, did y'all not do a background? Actually, you know what? Epstein files are getting ready to drop. So maybe y'all did do a background check, right? Like maybe the pedophile brother and husband aligns with y'all white nasty ass interests. Like maybe that do go hand in hand, and y'all was like, okay, cool. But
For
like,
the record,
listen,
those are two
there are
separate
plenty
people
of
for y'all that live in Alabama and whatnot.
two
Brother and
separate,
husband, two separate people.
separate
You did not have to shoot at Alabama like
pedophiles.
that. Continue, Bodega.
Two separate pedophiles that she's closely aligned with and spends her money to defend. You know what? That is y'all vibe because y'all got Epstein out of here. But like, there are several African nations a part of the UN, and
Mhm.
y'all collectively, well, I mean, it wasn't y'all fault. Y'all take orders from Trump too. Like who the fuck am I kidding? Like who am I kidding? Who am I kidding?
I
Right?
just
Y'all let this BBL bandit talk about a fake Christian prosecution in a nation that is being played by some capitalist Muslims. And I need y'all to know something, right? Because I know most of y'all are Christians, but like there is a very, very strong argument against capitalism and greed in the Quran. I need this to be like if you don't take anything of like I'm serious now. Like one of the five pillars of Islam is donation. Like one of the five things that you have to do to be a Muslim is donate. And it's not like no little, oh yeah, man, I gave the homeless niggas some candy, cool, whatever. Okay. It's like, no, you gotta make real zakat. Like there's no game in helping your people, helping your nation, helping your family. Like there's no game in that. There's no misconstrued in that. So like a prominent Islamic country being capitalist in bed with capitalists that are funding effectively funding a genocide in Nigeria for resource extraction to help their to further their capitalism, and then framing it as a Christian prosecution, and then making little girls in Nigeria schools disappear because you got to keep up the fucking image. Bro, let me tell you,
how
Allah has warned you niggas. I don't understand. I don't like you niggas is making salat the same way I'm making salat, and Allah has warned you. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck y'all think is going on.
so
But like,
if I'm following you, what you're saying is the genocide taking place in Nigeria is happening to just all Nigerian people that are being affected.
all Christians, all Christian
But
Nigerians.
so I did do some research
Hmm.
and I saw that just from like 2020 to 2025 was like 21,000 incidents of violence, like 300 something was Christian. Now, I'm not the craziest with the math, but those don't seem like genocide numbers to me. Am I
Genocide is a sliding scale that has been beautifully utilized by the nastiest of people for a decent amount of time. It's a genocide by purview. That's how the word is used.
I guess it's
There's no direct definition that they use. It's a genocide by purview.
I guess it's because it's like if I'm looking at it and it's like y'all, there's Muslims getting killed along with Christians. It's like why are we not calling it a Muslim genocide?
Because them niggas is poor.
Because we have people here
Mhm.
that
Because they're
are
poor.
full on getting donations and sending donations to APAC and turning around and telling Muslim people that we're going to kick you out and we demand that you have bacon for breakfast. I'm not making that up. That's a real thing. They said that. So they're going to make them eat bacon while also having the same donations that you gave to the APAC folks there for the bacon breakfast. They're idiots, bro.
And
They
and
even
I
process the full thought process, man. Look,
and I 100% need you niggas to understand that this is backed by an Islamic country. Because see, like Black Americans, right? And like, Black Americans, we only really know about the African slave trade from Africa to the United States or to, the Caribbean, right? But like there's a Arabian slave trade.
Mhm.
mhm.
There's an Arabian slave trade that happened from North and West Africa to the Middle East, funded by niggas who call themselves Muslim. And this is how the spread. This is how you get to the spread of Islam in Northern Africa and Western Africa. So, like, mind you, these are the same two groups that, they beef everywhere else, right?
Mhm.
If you poor, remember this. If you're poor, y'all are beefing. Everywhere else, y'all are beefing. But if you get money together, we will then put the poors against one another in our respective religions. Meanwhile, resources are getting extracted. The wealth that should belong to the people is going into the hands of niggas who are calling themselves Muslim and calling themselves Christian and are actively exploiting you through these religions.
There's no such thing as a
I,
Christian nationalist. It's not a part of the religion, you guys. Just want to let y'all know that.
Why did they bring the most non-peaceful person there to talk about peace? Like I still want to wrap
Because
my
you
mind
gotta
around
because you
how
gotta
Nicki
understand,
gets
bro.
selected.
This is the thing. This is why this is dangerous and ridiculous, right? Because Nicki Minaj being, and we can shoot her to bail if she may not know. Everybody don't know what's going on. This is the same play that they ran before we ran into Iraq. This is the same setup. Oh, religious persecution. We got to protect ourselves and be safe. We're going over there, right? This time it's in Africa. I do think it's interesting that Nigeria is where the most crude oil is made in Africa. I do think that's interesting. But beyond that, she may not know. She may not know that, this is the play of the play that we're going to run behind the curtain, right? So she could just be seeing that, watching the news like everybody else, and hop out and say something. Issue is she's also not open to information. So when you get
Or
that
peace.
situation, or peace. So when you get to that situation, now you have her bigging up Trump rather than Trump look at that. And it's Trump. So of course he's gonna grab, oh, a nigga likes me, grab them, pull them up, and now it's, oh, we got the rappers back with us again. So, and her label boss fuck with Trump. So this ain't too far off
um,
from it in the Young Money situation of things.
Cocoa, palm oil, rubber, iron ore, coal, limestone, um, gold, crude oil, and natural gas.
Mm.
So
These
you
are
tell
all
me what that
things
look
that are
like.
being extracted out of Nigeria today, right now.
And I just want to you know, how many did we talk about the same country that waited to jump into World War II when a real religious persecution was taking place? We said, not really my business. Kind of cool on that. Also, this is under the same administration that told y'all we're not doing the wars. That's what they said.
Oh,
We're not doing the wars. We're gonna end all these wars. We're gonna stop all of this. They done already bombed Iran. And now here we are. He's finna put boots on the
oh,
ground in
a- and
Nigeria. Some bullshit.
and they have, speaking of the wars, one of Venezuela's largest energy plants
Just got bombed. Just
just
blew up.
mysteriously just blew up
Blew up. Yeah.
after President Trump confirmed that there are CIA operations going on. Like, that's real brazen. I really need y'all to understand some shit. Y'all aren't fucking with us today, but like, I need y'all to understand some shit. Presidents don't usually talk about CIA operations until 40 years after they've happened.
Yep.
40 years. 20 on the minimum side. There are active CIA operatives in Venezuela while they are flanked either side by the most powerful ships in the world. Y'all don't hear me. Aircraft carrier groups are the single most powerful military group in the world. One can take on 90% of the militaries in the world. Aircraft carrier groups they have aircrafts, right? They have aircrafts. They are supported by 12 to 14 other ships. And below all of that is usually a nuclear armed submarine somewhere in the vicinity of them niggas. One of them can take on, name your country, insert your country here. One of them. There are two of those motherfuckers who are usually just coasting around the world, parked outside of it. It's two. Venezuela doesn't even have enough niggas to fight the New York police force. If the New York police force pulled up on them niggas, you got two aircraft carriers. There are no less than 40 ships and two nuclear armed submarines off them niggas coastline right now
How
for
much
the
did
strength.
Argentina get?
You said how what?
How much did Argentina get?
20 billion, I believe.
Okay. Okay.
Listen, all right, listen, bro. Listen, bro.
Went to the neighbors.
Listen,
Hey, keep an eye out for me.
listen,
My man.
bro. I know y'all don't like the serious shit. I know y'all don't
But
like
nah,
the
yeah,
serious
we
shit.
gotta
But like,
we
bro,
gotta do
y'all
it.
gotta understand.
We gotta do it because this is the thing. This is the thing. Again, back to you gotta keep it all in context because it all plays at the same time. We told y'all back in a couple, maybe a few episodes ago, it's hard to do a regime change in the middle of a war. Meaning, it's hard to change presidents in the middle of a war. It's very rare that that's gonna happen. So, if we start a war now, and we know Donald Trump is not saying he's not going to run in 2028.
You know what we might do for y'all? For those that are listening, we might just have a pod one day where we just say go and just have a tangent. It's going to be called the Tangent Pod specifically
We'll just
on this.
run it up. Yeah.
And we'll just 4-man weave that joint.
Yeah.
And it's going to be about 4 or 5 hours. Like we're going to have to get permission at home just to make sure we could just waste that kind of time really quick. It's going to have to be planned out, but the setting going to be right. I think we might do that for y'all. That might be a post-Christmas gift.
Last
It's
one.
just 5 hours of spazzing out.
I got one more stat for y'all real quick, just so that y'all can try to quantify this, right? Or at minimum operation, there are 3,000 active service members on an aircraft carrier. There are 3,000 at minimum operation active members on an aircraft carrier. When they are at full capacity, is something like 6,500. When you add the other boats that are rocking with that carrier group, there are anywhere between 7 to 10,000 active military members in a carrier group at one point. This is my nigga.
I'm with you.
10 to 20,000 niggas are parked outside. This is your tax dollars at work. 10 to 20,000 active niggas are parked outside Venezuela talking about some what's up. While we have an untold number of CIA operatives, because the CIA is not a military arm, even though them niggas get down, right? Untold of CIA assets right now, also in Venice. Nigga, this is a country that bro, they couldn't get past Mexico to come fuck with Texas if they wanted to. If they were ran by a tyrant and said every man, woman, and child has to enlist, and then y'all niggas have to go through Mexico to get to Texas, because that would be their closest route, they would not make it past Mexico.
And we got 40,000 troops sitting outside.
Come on, bro.
I got one more for you because I see you getting worked up. I got one more. Trump signed the bill. Epstein files are coming. We don't know how they're gonna come. We don't know what it's gonna look like, but they're gonna be released.
Ray, you a funny nigga, man.
But
you a funny nigga.
I'm a funny nigga.
You a funny nigga. You a funny.
What I do?
Listen, man. So
was it the words that Nick said that made it sound like it was similar to what Billy was feeling? Just waiting for the release.
Listen, I want y'all to know something, man. The Epstein files are coming, okay? They're
Not the
on the
ones
way.
you, not the ones you think. That's my
Not the
favorite way
ones
to
you
say
think, not the ones that you really want,
it.
but them Epstein files are arriving. The House voted 427 to 1. And then the House senior leader who voted for the files to be released said, "Hey, bro, this might be a threat to national security." Then the Senate, before the bill even made it to, before the bill even left the House, the Senate what said, "Hey, bro, we approving this. We don't care nothing about that. We approving this." And then Trump said, "Hey, bro, I'll approve it." He signed it. Now, what's very important to know is that these files are going to be heavily redacted,
Yep.
right? Heavily redacted. But there is so much shit in these files that, Representative Johnson is correct. There is going to be some threat to national security because the Democrats are getting cooked. They signed this, they signed this fully, it's full support. Them niggas about to get cooked.
And
Yeah.
Trump already slick made it clear. Have you noticed? He's been wavering back and forth this entire time, but now he's like, yeah, he's purposely saying the Democrats.
Yeah,
Like
it
he
ain't no
already, the
slick
play
about
is
it.
coming.
But he said out the gate, yeah, we're gonna do an investigation into the Democrats.
Yeah,
That tell you
Dem-
what you need to know right there. We're gonna
Democrats are
redact
cooked.
the Republican names. Bill Clinton's name is gonna pop up somewhere. Some more prominent Democrat names is probably gonna pop up somewhere, and that's gonna be the Epstein files. It's ugh. I mean, did we expect it? Did we expect anything different? Is the question, I guess.
Nah, not really. I,
Okay.
I mean, I'm surprised. Honestly, like, I'm surprised the votes even got through, which really makes me wonder, like, okay, what's been redacted, and then what else is going on? Because y'all pass these votes quick as fuck. American people who are watching this, I want y'all to understand. They've been arguing about the Epstein files since Epstein has been since the last time he was alive. They've been arguing about them, right? Now they finally come to a vote after the DOJ and all this other shit wants to keep them hidden. They come to a vote. They were voted on faster than the niggas who said that they wanted to take away and save your healthcare rights. They were voted on faster than you niggas getting SNAP benefits back.
Facts.
They
I
like,
did. I for sure said that the release of the files would have completely avoided the shutdown altogether. I for sure said that because they know.
I don't think so though. I think the shutdown was imminent because they trying to get that ACA shit up out of here. That's they ain't moving on that. The files are
yeah,
not.
nah.
Like they're like I feel like it's like, all right, cool, yeah, we gonna give y'all these little files and shit. That meeting that we gotta have where we come back and do the vote, that's a dub. Super dub. Like that's cooked. So the files will be anticlimactic, I believe. Um,
And this is a Democrat push, by the way. Like, I also, the votes that the Republicans put in, like, I don't want y'all to get it confused. Like, this was ultimately like a Democratic push because the Republicans ran on, "Hey, bro, we gonna get in office, we're gonna release some files." The moment they got in office, they said, "Nah, nigga, we're not releasing shit." Now suddenly the files are being released
yeah,
because they've been heavily redacted. But
yeah,
also, this is mostly a Democratic push. I want y'all to understand that, like, the files being released do mean that in January, when that vote come for the rest of it, it's cooked. You niggas is cooked. Niggas is cooked. Also, by the way, not even mentioned, but like the Department of Education, there's two things that just happened really quick. The
dog. Yeah,
Department
go
of
ahead.
Education just gave um control of K through 12 and higher education to the Department of Labor. What the fuck does the Department of Labor know about education?
They know how to
Putting you
educate y'all
niggas
to
in
be workers.
factories.
Yep. There you
Put
go.
you niggas in the cotton fields. That's what the fuck they. That's what the fuck they know.
Yep.
Also, if you are a physical therapist, a civil engineer, a cybersecurity analyst, if you are any form of nurse assistant, if you have any degree in arts or science, um, things like social work, therapy, you know what I'm saying? Like the things that help people, officially as today, those are no longer considered professional degrees, which means that you can no longer go to school for this. If you want to go to school for this, you're gonna have to pay out of your pocket. You will no longer qualify for state or federal
Hey,
funding of any form.
this is
I,
just
bro, yeah,
this is craziness, bro. Like this is a real deal of craziness. Like dismantling the Department of Education as we are actively seeing that most of the country is like functionally illiterate. It's just and the president out his own mouth saying he loves the uneducated and the poorly educated. It's just
and if you
while
are an
while while we
it
have the biggest bubble of AI and people just asking it questions. Like I'm not even
the environmental scientists too.
Yeah.
all right, bro. Look.
Environmental, so like to summarize, if you are responsible for taking care of somebody and aren't a doctor, if you are responsible for teaching someone something that isn't business, if you are responsible for the mental health awareness and safety of someone, and if you were responsible for studying the environment, you are no longer receiving funding from the federal government to pursue any of this.
And let's not ignore that a lot of those are women-driven fields.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Not ignore that.
Yes. Not only women, but black women.
Come on, man.
Man.
I'm gonna get depressed. I'm gonna get depressed, so we need to
Oh,
laugh.
education. Oh wait, I forgot. I forgot that piece too. Education. If you are an educator, if you are an educator,
I'm gonna get depressed. So let's laugh at some things.
man, get some fucking book, nigga.
Like,
Where
bro.
promise at? Where promise at?
Nah,
We're
facts.
promising the book club at. Get some fuck, please. By Allah's grace, please, bro. Please, please. Whatever religion, however you get down, however you want it to be, please. By Allah's grace, I need you to get on your knees and pray. I need you to get on your knees, pray for your soul, pray for your life, pray for your family and loved ones, and go pick up a fucking book, nigga. If you are using AI, you better learn that, but you better use that motherfucker to learn how to read and pick up a book, nigga. This shit is cooked. It's cooked, bro. It's cooked. It's
Ray.
cooked. I want you to understand the political shit we just covered is just this week.
Yeah, it's just this week.
This is just this week.
It's just this
The
week. And
week's
it's
not even
Thursday.
over yet.
And it's Thursday. Like it's Thursday. It's not. We don't. So like these drop on Tuesday. We shoot on Thursdays. This is 4 days into the work week. What we got going on. Also, what happened this week? But we are not asking Bodega what's going on with this one. We're gonna ask Ray. I heard some emails drop, brother.
They dropped, and it shook up a lot of the timelines. Of course, apparently in 2016, when there was a presidential election and Hillary and Donald were going back and forth, when they were saying the race was neck and neck, I think Bill Clinton heard something different, right? I think he got a little excited when he heard the terminology going on there. And Bubba, as they called him, was referenced throughout a lot of these emails. There's also allegations of Bubba's wife confirming that, his courtesy lick in the Oval Office that got Bubba in trouble back in '96 was just a retaliatory action, allegedly. Allegedly.
Yo, was
It
Trump
also
sucking dick,
confirmed,
man? Was Trump sucking dick, bro?
if he was, Monica Lewinsky might have moved up the gangster list for me, because you had very high, powerful people that felt jealous of your actions, and we've seen them do deletions. You, you, hey, Monica, Monica, man, I didn't respect your gangster like that because I didn't know. I didn't know. You've been moving under threat of harm and have been in leagues with them, man.
Listen,
One time throw put you in the stratosphere.
This is what I want to say, right? And it's so dark. So I apologize, y'all. But we outside today. Listen, us, these four brothers on this stage are not homophobic, but dictators are. Right? So if the guy that is the most prominent, or not prominent, I don't want to use that word, the most disgraced sex trafficker in United States history, right? In modern United States history, let's go with that, is connected to who is now the president and is sharing information about said president that he sucks dick, and that gets to a dictator, how do you think that negotiation is gonna go?
Nah, fuck all of that.
You sound like a saxophone
The
playing.
dictators that you niggas supported and voted for are taking dick and shaming you for it.
Wait, now you going somewhere else?
Yeah.
Is
The dictators that you voted for are sucking and taking dick and then shaming you for it and taking away your rights. You niggas, I need you niggas to get it into your fucking head, bro. I need you to get it into your head. Let me repeat that line one more time. The dictators that you love and support are sucking and taking dick. They put the dick in dictator. They dictate the dick. And then say, "Hey nigga, you're gay." And that's haram. That's against that. Hey, listen, that's against our Christian values, okay? That's against our Islamic values. Meanwhile, even the redacted Bible, because y'all niggas is getting cooked on the Christian side, and the Quran, neither one explicitly talk about homosexuality. You know what the fuck they do talk about, though? Greed, being a dictator, killing, you know what I'm saying? Lying, supporting your family. This nigga Trump swallowing other niggas' kids and not supporting shit. This is what y'all voted for, bro. I need y'all to know these niggas are not in alignment with the religions that they use to control you with. Please.
Is Bill Clinton
the real bro?
You said is what?
Is Bill Clinton the real Kenny G?
Chill.
Yo, son.
That nigga was blowing more than a saxophone.
You feel me?
Yo, because then they dropped a picture of Donald Trump just grabbing cuz by the junk. It's like, wait, bro, what are we doing? What we doing?
The presidential race was more personal than I ever thought it was in 2016.
Bro, he said, bro, Donald Trump tweeted, if Hillary couldn't satisfy her husband, why y'all think she can run a country? And now
was
listen,
satisfying that nigga, her husband,
and was damn.
Yeah. Hey man, we gonna let you rock because you made a gesture. I don't know what you just did there, but you wild out. We gonna let you rock.
Me?
Yeah, you did.
I don't know what you did.
I didn't.
don't know what you did.
Hey, I seen it. I seen it.
Well,
I was gonna say I was not gonna say nothing, brother. But like,
you got a little too into the Trump.
Oh damn!
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The four eyes niggas, we seen it. You know what I'm saying? My glasses were thick. I seen it. Unfortunately,
I missed whatever they saying.
Listen,
Now,
Listen,
whatever
bro.
you did,
You
and
was in the zone.
I, you just got,
Don't tell me I was
you
in
just
the
got to
zone.
laugh.
Don't tell me I
Don't-
was in the zone.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
telling
Don't
you
do that.
you're in the zone while we're talking about Throatus
That's what I'm
is
saying.
When
hilarious,
he watches
bro.
it back, he gonna realize. He gonna be like, "Oh shit, okay."
Listen, bro.
Bro,
Listen,
Anyway,
bro.
but no, but look, man,
Hey man,
the dictators are dictators. Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Rap to them niggas. Rap to them
And
niggas,
see,
bro.
that was and
Ah,
see, Bodega, he got it. He got it. He got it on the money. Because I was gonna say this as a retort to you, Nick. Yeah, some of them dictators actually might look at that as a power play. It's like, oh, you was doing that? Come on over here, gang, because I'm gonna show
but
you a real dictator.
And that's the thing.
No.
That's the thing. Most of these niggas is not
Oh,
even gay, and that's the thing.
And that's
Most of these niggas, it's the same thing as prison dynamics,
hmm
except they're rich. So it's like it's a power play for these niggas. It's
they
a
was saying Trump was over there in Russia getting peed on, allegedly. First term Trump type shit. They they said he was in there getting his it.
his signature dance was just him emulating his humiliation ritual. Is that what that is?
Yeah, probably,
you know
probably,
what, bro? You know,
probably.
you got to think. Dictators love to dominate. Dictators love domination. All of these. Well, guess what? Each of
He
these.
said
Chill, Ray. Chill.
Trump
Don't do
said,
that.
"I will kiss a man. I'll kiss any man." He
if
was
it
like,
if
"No,
it
you know what? But you know what though? Because you remember when Birdman said that when he was like, I fuck with niggas too. Was that Trump just tapping into his cash money?"
Yeah, but
Yeah.
because yeah, because similar to the Young Money fans, I'm sure all the MAGA fans processing that the guy that you dedicated your life to is now known as Throatus is a tough shot to the personality and ego, bro.
oh
That's a
nah
tough.
nah this it's not they just make up
They
excuse
don't
for
believe
it.
it. Yeah, they
Nah,
just like, nah, he ain't do that. He didn't
nah,
even do that.
it's tough. It's tough because a lot of them are also very DL related. Like I've seen too many threats of people
They
saying,
are
"You keep
DL.
messing with me,
They
and
are
I'm gonna
DL.
release all the files of these Republicans, this whatever." You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So it's tough because
the Republican Party is grinder central.
If you wanna know why, what's that nigga's name? Charlie Kirk. What's the vice president's name? JD Vance.
JD Vance. Yeah,
If you want to know why Charlie Kirk's wife seems to be very, very excited about JD Vance, it's because that nigga Charlie Kirk, you know, you know what I'm saying? The kids be saying that on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to put two and two together for you. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that mathematics for you, but I just want you to if you've seen the kids, they talking about Turks and Caicos, and they talking about, Kurt, and they also talking about wasabi, wasabi, something like that, whatever case. These words mean things. You know what I'm saying? Go to TikTok before they remove that. But like,
uh,
someone
listen,
said Trump was prepared for the assassination attempt because he's taken more to the face than that before.
and with that, we are going to transition into hip hop because I'm done with
I,
you, sir. I'm done with you.
where
Um,
where's Alexander Rose when you need him? Like,
because that's crazy. Look, Roc Nation is launching a distribution platform. Uh, they're proposing 85% royalty payouts monthly. They're distributing to over 200 platforms, and there's no upfront costs. Like, so you don't have to pay to use it. You can just upload your music, and all they're gonna take is 15% of your royalties. But they could, how do you feel about this?
ooh, man, we spent all week talking about this in the group chat. Okay, so let me put on my music manager hat real quick. You know what I'm saying? I haven't had to
Let me put
wear
on
it
my
in a
rapper
second.
hat. Hold
I
on.
just I just want y'all to understand before I was doing podcasts, I spent a bunch of time managing artists and like all this other hoopla, right? Okay, so for Rock Nation, this is a very, very beautiful play. It's an extremely beautiful play. It's a vertical integration play, right? I get you on my platform. I get to collect 15% of your royalties for effectively just putting you in a store. And on top of that, I get to have all of your analytics, which I'm presenting to you in a very, very favorable manner, so that I can then see who I need to spend money on to then sign to the actual label and management, right? Now, because Roc Nation is aligned with Live Nation, and because, their whole job is to make money off artists, Live Nation is also the owners of Ticketmaster. So this is just a vertical integration. I have everything from a free tier to enter you into having these superstars that tour the country and all the venues that we support and own. Like, it's a vertical integration play, right? Fantastic for them. They can stop taking a lot less bets. For artists, um, if you are artists who your intention is not to remain independent, you don't even know what the fuck royalties they're collecting from you. Um, you, are just looking for the play to get you signed, then this can be one, right? You don't know what the fuck a United Masters is. You don't know what the fuck a DistroKid is. You don't know what a Sound Exchange is. You don't know the difference between your performance royalties and your composition. You don't know the difference between a song and a master. You don't know what a reproducing a master is. You don't know what your publishing rights are. You don't even know what the fuck a publisher does. You don't know what a producer does. You just get in the booth. You know what I'm saying? You want to make your songs. You want to make your raps. Cool. You want to make your songs. And like, that's it. Like, that's it. That's it. That's it. You don't even know what the fuck a split sheet is, my nigga. Like, you didn't know signing up for BMI was free. You don't even know what the fuck you think BMI is
Body mass
uh
index.
body mass index. You don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about right now. This is for you. Okay, this is for you. They're going to serve up everything that you need as an artist directly in front of your face, collect your royalties for you, put you in store, all that type of shit. You can rap about the niggas that you haven't killed, that you said that you did. You can sing about the heartbreak that you caused because you're a manipulative woman. Like, you can do those things. Go sign up here, get your little 15%. You ain't making money on your records, no way. So nobody gives a fuck. Nobody stay niggas taking 15% of nothing anyway. It don't even really fucking matter. This is for you. Okay. Now, if you are a informed artist who knows all those things I just listed, right? And knows how to collect your royalties and all those other kind of things. And you're signing your agreements, and the first thing you slap down on the studio table is not the snacks for the session, it's the split sheet to say, hey nigga, give me my money. Then this is not for you unless you are making a play to get some quick money and then get up out of there. Okay. Let me say that again. 15% is a lot to just put you in store when you can do a little bit more legwork on your own to get into that store by yourself anyway.
I want to jump in right there. The legwork that you do on your own, DistroKid is $40 a year. They track your
For now.
streaming data for now. For now,
Now's the
yeah.
time to sign up.
Yeah, for now.
But it's been that for a little minute though. Like this
For,
for a
for a
little
good
minute,
minute.
right? And you upload your music, they track it, and you cash out your money that it gets every couple months. When it refreshes, you get to see how much more money you have, right? And they take out a processing fee, not 15%. It's not 15% at all, right? So in essence, you can pay $40 and get all of your money or majority of your money from your streaming, from your purchases and all of that, and keep that 15% or most of that 15%. Or you could not pay the $40 and give folks 15% of your actual royalties for the rest of your career, simply because, like Bodega said, they put you in the store.
And this is your composition, by the way. This is not talking about your master. If you need your performance royalties, please consult BMI, ASCAP, et cetera, et cetera. They pay out once a quarter. But like, it has never been easier to become an artist. It has also never been harder to be an artist. And this is tricky. This is real tricky. 15% doesn't sound like a lot, but if you are a up and coming artist who then has to pay a manager, who then has to pay a business manager, who then
A
has to
booking
pay a
agent.
lawyer, a booking agent, you have tour fees, you probably got your entourage with you, that type of shit. Like, bro, you have on the front end and on the back end, you have already lost 50 to 60% of your revenue. Your manager is anywhere between 10 and 20%. Your business manager is anywhere between 7 to 10. Your lawyer is anywhere between 5 to 7. Booking niggas just get paid straight cash on whatever you recommended, right? Your entourage, you got to bring your entourage with you. That's two, three
Per-
plane tickets, or at least enough, big enough rental van. You
And
know
you
what I'm
got per
saying?
diem. And you got
Yeah,
per
you
diem.
got per diem. You want the sprinter, so you got to get that extra special diesel fluid. You niggas don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about right now. Like, bro, this shit is cooked. You niggas don't understand. This shit is cooked. It's cooked. And Audio Mac ain't gonna help you uncook it.
Yeah, like if you, this is the thing. This is the thing. If you want to make money, if you want to make money as an artist, because we just got to be honest, bro. If you want to make money as an artist, you need to sell your music, and that doesn't mean putting it on streaming. That means getting on Bandcamp. That means getting your own website and making physical copies of your project or digital versions to sell of your project and selling them directly from your website or your Bandcamp. That is
And
how.
let me say that. Let me take that further. If you haven't sold a brick, you probably don't know what the fuck you doing. I'm just gonna say that. I'm just gonna say that. You niggas who want to sit there and create music and then want to make money from the music, but you haven't sold anything before, you don't know how to sell.
Life lessons.
Cameron was just talking about this with in the interview with Max B. A lot of y'all make music, but you don't know how to sell, which is why you need a label to sell your shit. But let
Right.
me tell you something. Your masters are gone, and they're probably in bed with the publishing house that's taking your publishing too. And I
Yep.
need you to understand something. Like, yeah, sure, you get an
Advance.
upfront advance. You got to recoup that advance, and even when you recoup that advance, you do not receive your masters back. You don't receive your publishing back. You don't receive that back unless it's in a negotiated term, and that negotiated term is usually anywhere between 5 years on a extremely favorable end to like 20 to 40 years. And in that case, most niggas not getting it back. And I mean, like, if you go back and you look at the Ben Riley episode, like, bro, that's not coming with just ownership of the masters and the publishing. It's coming with the masters and ownership of the publishing, plus your tour revenue, plus your merch revenue, plus any extracurricular things that you're doing that may not directly deal with rap, but does deal with your NIL. So, like, I need a percentage of that too. And that is in perpetuity of the contract. Even when the contract ends, there's usually something called a sunset agreement, where after a percentage of time, let's say anywhere between a year to 5 years, because of the work that we did, there's an accumulation growth. So you still owe me a percentage of X, Y, and Z after this contract ends. And you still don't get your ownership back. You still don't get your
And,
IP back.
and this is the
And
thing too. Even if you did this, because this is why this is important, right? Because what Bodega said is very pertinent. If you have not sold a brick or sold anything of any sort, it's going to be very difficult to crack this off. The reason they take all of that is because they got all the money. I'm gonna put you in front of all the people. I'm gonna put you on the radios. I'm gonna put you in front of the radio stations. I'm gonna put the money around so you can go look cool at the little pop up and all of that. But all of that costs money. So if you want to run around and do that, cool. We just gonna keep throwing you bread, throwing you bread, throwing you bread, because you're gonna have to give all of that bread back. If you do, if you do give me all of that bread back, appreciate you. But also now Like if you recoup, okay, let's say your advance is $1 million, you recouped $1 million. If you recoup the million, just the million, you're broke because you broke even. It's no extra money. So you
And
have to
okay,
recoup and then some. And once you get the and then some, that and then some has to be paid out to your team first, and then you get what's left. This is why you just sell it yourself.
let me put this into some terms for like, I guess like non-music people, right? This is the same equivalent of you going to the house. I mean, you going to the bank, right? You get all your shit, you got all your stats and figures and credit history, whatever case. You go to the bank, they approve you for a loan for you to buy the house. You sign a 30-year mortgage, right? And at the end of that 30 years, after you have recouped what that loan was plus whatever, the bank still owns the house. This is what that is effectively. Hey, I'm gonna give you this money, I'm gonna fund this purchase for you, and then after you recoup, I still own the house and we'll let you live in it.
Effectively. Effectively. So just go ahead. What's up,
No,
Bev?
I got a question really, and it's coming from a non-music business person, this fan. So when you have this distribution deal, this type of stuff here, are we entering an era that's now even worse than the 360 deal era? You know, when everybody that was the main thing, the 360 deal. But
No, no, because it's still a 360. Like it's still the 360. It's worse because the terms are probably worse, right? But it's still essentially the same play. Like, but this play with them, what Roc Nation is doing, it's not a label situation. Like they're not your label, they're your distributor. So like if I go to Sony or something for a distribution deal, that just basically means y'all will put my music out and y'all get a cut for doing that. But if I own my music, like for example, E40 and Be Legit, then I can negotiate y'all only getting 15% or y'all only getting 10% or whatever the situation is. This situation here, though, is niggas with no leverage, no money, no backing, no none of that. Just uploading the song, which you can already do.
and
You can
that's what I
already do.
mean. And that's
Which
where
you
my
can
question is
already
coming
do.
from because this, like the 360 deal era, is superstars, budding guys, guys who's on this stuff like this is literally your next
No,
door neighbor who's an aspiring artist.
I want you to
But
be
but
very.
the-
I want to
but
be very clear. The 360 deal is standard. It's
yeah,
not.
yeah,
Yeah, like it's not
and
just a. Oh, you popping? Let's get you. It's like anybody that got some type of traction or whatever. If you want a record deal and you come here and it's like somebody want to take a chance on you or whatever, they're more than likely going to give you a 360 just out the gate. If you don't come in there with enough money
or
and enough
leverage
or
to
leverage
say, yeah.
to say these are the terms I'm trying to do, they gonna either laugh you out the room or they gonna do that contract with so much legal jargon that who
And so
cares?
like this distribution platform is a funnel to the 360 deal, which is why it's a vertical
Okay.
integration piece. It's like, all right, how many free artists can we get and utilize the relationships we already have? Because this isn't costing us anything additional. If it fails, we can write it off. If it succeeds, we can write it off, right? We can write it off and sign some new niggas. So it's like get funnel these artists in here, right? If you're someone who doesn't know or someone who likes name recognition, you're not gonna know what a distro kid is, right? You're not going to know how to collect your royalties through a sound exchange. You're not going to know what a BMI is. You're not going to know what like a TuneCore or like a CD Baby or like a. You're not going to know any of these things. You don't know about the Spotify partner program. You don't know about the Apple Music partner program. You don't know about TikTok for artists. You don't know about YouTube for art. Like you don't know about any of these things, right? All I know is I want to rap and I want to sing or I'm a rock band or whatever the case. And Rock Nation says, "Hey, nigga, sign up with us and we can go ahead. Oh, nigga, that's Jay-Z. Oh shit, nigga, go ahead. Cool, right? And if you do become popular enough to start making money off of your music, then you're only getting paid out 85%.
You're right.
They're taking 15% to put you in the stores. Now how this plays out is that their A&Rs, or their music analyst guys, or whatever the case, are now studying and looking at your analytics for two reasons. One, I can sign you. Two, I'm getting a way bigger pool of analytics for the potential AI play, right? And because I'm
Mm,
also vertically integrated with Live Nation, I can then now put you on tour in front of these, you know what I'm saying, and these smaller venues, or whatever the case, in front of these bigger name artists, to see how you perform, more metrics, all this other type of shit. Now I can go ahead and sign you to the 360. And if I sign you to the 360 and you're shelved, well, shit, nigga, we still made our money because we still got the analytics anyway, right? I can go sell these analytics to who, what, when, where, why, how. Like, it's a data collection pipeline for vertical integration for their other shit.
And I just want to say,
It's not a good thing at
yeah.
all. It's not a good thing at all.
so I want to just say, if I could quote Kanye West, but tweak it just a little bit, Jay-Z does not care about black people. That's it. That's all I want to. That was all.
It
Because
sounds
the guy
it,
I'm sorry, I just real quick, the guy that is for the quote unquote black liberation, the black wealth, the black excellence, would not turn around and exploit all of these young black artists out of their royalties when he is well aware of how royalties and mechanicals and all of that works.
Jay-Z tried to open up a casino in fucking Times Square.
Come
You
on, bro.
niggas is nuts.
Come on, bro.
it
Like,
sounds like though that they made a, at least business wise, a more clear structure into how to get to the 360. Because the way that it's always played out in my mind, similar to Ev, is like not being involved in the business. The 360 is almost a standard deal just in business in general. It's just, this one just has a name because it's music. But if a company is bringing you in, you have the option to go independent. If you're a
Mhm.
car insurance salesman, or if you're an appraiser, you can work for Allstate, Geico, State Farm. But if they're
mhm,
providing you the platform to be the salesman, there's going to be a certain amount of sales that
Mhm.
they
Yeah.
take off of whatever you do. But
Yeah.
if you choose to be an independent broker, then you make more money. Like
Yep.
I guess
yeah, it's
the
just
But
part
that's
more
that kind
hustle
of
in that.
throws me
Yeah.
off is so like I guess understanding that it is very capitalistic, but understanding also how business works. I've never really understood why the 360 seemed so crazy unless you go all the way back to what y'all said. You never moved anything, so you may
no.
not understand it because it is business.
I mean,
It's just
I'm gonna
it's like
tell
up
you.
yeah.
and down
I'm
business.
gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you
yeah,
why. This
cultural.
is this. No, it's not even that. It's back to what Bodega said about being poor. Right. Most artists are poor, especially if we're gonna talk hip hop specific. Right. Most of us is poor. Right.
Right.
Coming from where we coming from, you don't have business knowledge. You just don't. It's not, unless somebody blessed you with that along the way. You don't know how to read contracts. You don't know. So when you are just in your room making music, because that's what you love to do, and people start saying, hey, this shit is dope, and you start gaining the following, and the label steps in to go, oh yeah, we like what you're doing, we want to give you some money. They know you ain't never seen $1 million before,
No,
and
and
they
I'm not
know.
disagreeing with that too. Let
But
me be
that's
clear
why
because when I
that's
say
the predatory piece. That's why it's
yes, but
wicked.
when I'm talking about business, I'm not talking about like you got to be knowledgeable about business. I'm just more so speaking like that's how standard business period works. Because it's no different than if I pay for your license to go get trained as X, it's the same thing. So when I'm
This is
saying that, why are you
Yeah,
thrown off?
but you're getting trained as X instead of creating X.
right.
And then you're not selling X, right? Like it's like like this intellectual property is so it's tangible, but it's not physical. So you are
Right.
creating ideas, you're creating a persona, you're creating, right? And then someone signs you to then exploit that, but then also takes the ownership of it,
Right.
which is
Because
different. Like if you become an insurance adjuster, you're selling insurance. Like unless you actually become an insurer because you created the insurance company. It's like you created the insurance company. Geico says, "Hey, my nigga, we can get you out into more stores, but now we own your insurance company, regardless if you make your money back for what we sold it to you or not." Like that's it.
Yeah,
That's it. And there's nothing else on the there's nothing else on the back end. There's nothing like that's it. Like niggas now, hey bro, I own your intellectual property. And if I'm really nasty, I own your likeness in Prince's
hmm,
case.
yep,
I own your name and likeness. So now you can't go by Prince, you gotta go by another name or whatever the case.
yeah,
And it's like you actually do the sports podcast. So it's pretty similar to sports. Sport players spend their entire lives training for the professionals, spend maybe an average of 3 years, and they make what, pennies on the dollar? They become
hmm,
millionaires after they have to then pay out all these expenses after not knowing anything about how to money manage or the business or anything like that. They put their bodies on the line, hearts on the line. Some of them die, some of them get CTE. Niggas can't use their knees. Their physical body has broken down and they got paid pennies on the dollar and supported by billionaires. The billionaires made all the money. You can't receive your body back. You can't receive that time back.
yeah, yeah. And that's
And
why
you
it's
still
wicked
in all
because
the
it's like
you
y'all.
still in all the promotions. Like
I don't know. Hold on. See if it's stalled out.
No, I don't think so.
no,
Oh
you
no.
good.
Okay, cool. It stalled out on me. I didn't want to cut you off if you was talking. But yeah, that's why it's so nasty. Because yes, that is how business generally works. Like if I'm fronting you the money, then I have a bigger cut on the back end. Yes, but when you're coming into the situation and you see what these people are generating on their own, and
Hmm.
you step in with that and say, I'm gonna put some gas on it. I'm gonna give you some extra bread so we can blow it up a little bit more. But then you turn around and take ownership of it in the paperwork, and you also don't, like, of course they're not going to inform you of doing this, but that's why it's bad business. Because yeah, I'm gonna give you this contract and it's gonna say a whole bunch of shit that you don't know what it means, but I'm gonna give you the lawyer to read through it to tell you what it means. That lawyer is also on our payroll. So once he go read through it, he like, oh yeah, good contract, everything's cool, and he signs it off because he knows what he's about to get off of just making you sign that and representing you. He gonna get a cut of that. They gonna get their bigger cut that you have no idea about, and they have words in these contracts like perpetuity, which means forever.
Hmm.
That should never be in a contract about your intellectual property, especially if we're talking about ownership. But you putting these contracts in front of 15, 16, 17, 18 year olds with no legal representation. Probably their mom is their manager and they homeboy that's a lawyer in some field that's not music or business, that they just, oh yeah, we had them look, and then we went ahead and then you turn up 5 years later, one album, maybe two, begging to get bought out your contract, crying about how the label done did you wrong and all of this. And this is why we say hip hop needs a union, because this is the situation that's taking place. We need a situation where we can share information, where the artists that know how the business works can come and talk to other artists and teach them how the business works, or show them how the business works, show folks your contract, have an open policy about how we run in this business, so that these artists that are making these companies billions and billions of dollars don't die at 50, don't have no health care when COVID is going on. Like, it's this type of shit that's going on. It's like these people are generating so much bread for y'all, and just like the government, y'all can't even get these folk health care. Like Leo Cohen to tell you straight, I'll sign an addict, while also telling you lean is the worst thing that could ever, you should never do lean, but I'll sign an addict because I got a family to feed.
We'll sign the attic, we'll sign the you know what I'm saying, the rolling 60s, the rolling 20s, neighborhood blood, nigga, the GD, the you know what I'm saying, you niggas be
and
shooting
and
shooting
use
videos in front of your mama's house and throwing up your set, and now you in jail or dead 4 years later, and like
And
the
move
record
on.
label got your shit in perpetuity,
and
nigga. Like that's it. Like that's
boom, and
it's
you you don't even like. You can be the gang guy, and that can be your thing, and they're gonna come through and put the money in it. But we saw when Bobby Schmurder got locked up, the label said we not putting up money for his bail. We can't do that. That's a risk. So they're not gonna help you when the thing that they signed you for comes to fruition. And then if you die, your family doesn't even have control over what happens with your music from that point. They'll just keep putting albums out. Keep putting albums out, putting all types
Biggie,
of people on your songs. It's just so it's just
Big
like, yeah,
L.
yeah. It's
As
nasty.
long as
It's
the
nasty.
dollars keep rolling in.
Yeah, exactly. As long as the money keep coming in. So yeah, man.
On
Rock
Michael Jackson, Prince,
Jay-Z, Jay-Z, you a piece of shit, man. And if that hurts my musical aspirations at some point, so be it. I had to keep it a bean, bro. I had to keep it clean. You a piece of shit, man. It is what it is.
The Chitlin circuit didn't make it believable.
I mean, we already knew this, but platform. Do y'all want to talk about Wale? Bodega, you had a lot to say about Wale before we got started. Do you want to get that off, or do
Oh
we
yeah,
want?
yeah, yeah. We can talk about Wale. Wale, my Virgo brother, please, for the God life of us, bro, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Just shut up. Just shut up and rap,
All
nigga.
right.
Like that's all you have to do is shut up and rap. You know, Wale, like, Wale, you know what? It's funny because like our ties are relatively close, right? Like we're a degree of separation from each other. We know a lot of the same people. But Wale, you have the same issue that Drake does. That external, and you know what? Actually, I'm gonna keep it clean. Let's keep it clean because I also have this issue too. External validation is what gets you going in the morning. External validation is what gets you going. You want to be the best rapper in the world. You want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't be on your album talking about some, I already know this ain't gonna go platinum. Nigga, you want the album to go platinum. Like, don't self-deprecate in a need for validation while going through some shit and putting out incredible music. I ain't heard. Let me be clear. I ain't heard y'all. I'm not gonna listen to it. Not my vibe. You not my type of nigga. We, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, but like apparently the album is very good.
It's
But
great. It's a great album.
if you want that validation, just say it. You can't be the nigga who's too cool for school and then also seeking validation through all these like little side character missions and mentioning niggas during your promo run and all this other bullshit and how shit hurts you. Bro, don't nobody want to hear that shit, bro. Just be you.
I
Niggas
w-
love you. Niggas support you.
yeah,
You know
because
what I'm
I would
saying?
say
Like,
Wale, it's so hard to be your fan, right? Because I fuck with you. I like your music. It's dope. It's great, and you continuously get in the way of your own progress, and it
So
ain't your fault.
just to be clear, what did he do this time? I'm just asking. What did he do this time?
it's
I
too late.
mean,
He's Wale.
yeah, like that's kind of what I was getting to. Like it's a thing to
It's too late.
where you
Oh shit.
you became the guy that you was arguing with fans on Twitter and stuff back in the day and all of that. So you looked sensitive. I'm not mad at you for that. I know artists are sensitive. You calling up the complex, complaining about the 50 albums list. None of this looks cool in rap land. Like none of this looks cool, right?
But you swear you cool.
But right? So it's like cool. You still got the records. So it's like bet, but now nobody likes you. And now you keep dropping great music while like saying you don't like the industry and you don't like to play the game, but you keep signing record deals
And you keep playing the game. Like
and you
you
keep playing
want
the game. So it's like either you're gonna play the game or you're not gonna play the game. But like the in
you wanted
between
to
of
be part of the big three, and your ass came in at number five, and now you crying about it. You've been crying about it for 10 years now. You
which is
wanted to
crazy.
be
It's
big
like you
three,
top
and you,
five. You
yeah,
top
you top
five.
five, maybe six. I don't know. I don't know where I would put you at my list, but like, you right there historically, like right under Big Sean. Not that,
Whoa,
Well, and you know
crazy.
what? Hey, you know what's crazy? Now that you say this, though,
like
maybe that's a part of this external validation and everything. Because you really think about it, he was the first one.
He was.
He was the first one. He was slick before Drake. Like he's the first one with a studio album out of all of them.
Yeah.
Now, if
Yeah.
you want to talk about if you want to talk about colorism, right? Because you're a Nigerian American, we can have that conversation. Two of the top three were light skinned niggas who were crooning on the mic, and one ran away when beef came, and the other one lost 3 times in a row. Don't know how the fuck
And
that
by Trump.
happened.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but like, if you want to talk about how colorism plays, or like how resources play, or like any other of those things, but like part of that is being good at the game. Right place, right time. It could have been you. It arguably should have been you.
Yeah. Because I'll keep it a super buck. That Seinfeld album, if Kendrick did that, we never hear the end of it. Never hear the end of it. Like, yo, he did a Seinfeld joint. It's like, while I'll jump out on the ledge. If you asking me, bar for bar, song for song, Kendrick and Wale ain't too far off from one another.
Okay, we cleaning now. We cleaning. We're here. Okay. So
yeah, no, I'm just
let's get to that back.
They're not that far off from one another. So like the fact that that's where the colorism piece come into play is like we can't have two dark skinned niggas at the top. That's the industry for you.
If we went song making, Drake and Wale aren't that far to me either.
No,
just by like hit song.
No.
If we went lyrical ability, J. Cole and Wale are not that far off.
No,
Wale is probably the better. I mean, Wale. I mean, it's not even probably.
Pound for pound,
I don't even like Wale music, and he's a better rapper than J. Cole. J. Cole is actually the lyrically weakest of those three.
Yeah, facts.
Nah, think about it.
He didn't pack Drake up a couple times, so it's like you gotta. I don't know, bro, because like him and Drake can trade off on the day, but Wale is gonna be a clear edge for me, whatever day. Like Kendrick and Wale are clear edges in the rap piece, and them two, depending on how it go, depend on the day for them. But like, if we talk,
gotten Wale on any other tracks together?
I had to go back and listen. I'm not sure.
Yeah, okay. I'll circle back to that. Go ahead.
I had to go back. But no, it's just I think Wale suffers from just that piece of like becoming unlikable too early, and now it's kind of like too late for the rebrand to work. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody had the whole Wale is trash trend, the same way they had the J. Cole is trash trend, but like J. Cole had a rebrand. Wale's rebrand just hasn't hit. I think it was supposed to be the Shine album, but it just didn't crack through the way it was supposed to. And it's like that never happening for real just leads to this constant like friction of like every time you come out, the music's great, but it never quite gets to where it should be. And I can see how frustrating that is as an artist for sure. But like if that's gonna be the case, go independent, my nigga.
Yeah.
Like go independent, feed your fans, run around, do your tours, come back to the crib, kick it. And I ain't, I don't know you. I ain't telling you what to do. But I'm just saying that seems like it would be more peaceful than continuing to go through this process of like, the label. Like,
yeah, but like he not that type, bro. He not the independent type. Like, and that's what I'm saying, bro. Like he wants the $400 million contract and to be, number one when the shit come out. Like for all of the make real music and all that other type of shit, bro. Like he just wants those accolades. He wants that vanity. And there's nothing wrong with wanting that validation. But like, just like how you think, what is that? False prophets is about you. You feel false prophets is about you because you feel that way about yourself.
And again,
honestly,
I mean, when you the first one and everybody pass you, lap you, and by incredible like let's be real, like you're sandwiched like between Big Sean and Big Crit.
I have him above Big Sean. I can only let one person at a time.
Oh no,
we got to be honest. But when you look at status and accolade wise,
like Big Sean had banger. Like, and it's not to say Wale didn't have bangers, but it's like as much as we don't like ass, it worked. As much as we don't like, we may think Marvin Gaye and Chardonnay is whack. It worked. The fucking what's the other shit after that? The Dark Sky Paradise album.
I don't
Man,
fuck with you.
that entire album.
Yeah, I don't fuck with you. That joint. So it's like when you got those, it's gonna be hard to put a nigga above you. And it's not to say he don't have shit like that, but it's like I don't know a Wale record that went like that wasn't like Bad or like Lotus Flower Bomb or something like that.
You don't have
And
to
these
be
songs and all these was already early on. Think about
Right.
it.
Yeah.
These was
Like
like
this,
2010,
think about No
2011.
Hands, all the joints you gonna name, No Hands, all of them
It was
was
like
all 2011, 2012.
2011.
All
Yeah.
these people literally hit their strides and peaks
And like
years
15,
after that.
right.
You didn't have to be the type of white to hate your dad to listen to Drake or Big Sean, which is where that popularity comes in at. You had to be a counterculture nigga to listen to Kendrick, but like that counterculture is like hard rock, punk rock type of
Mhm.
counterculture. You're rebellious, whatever the case, that type of shit. Wale doesn't fall into any of those categories. You
Wale
just had to
literally,
be a nigga who
you
to
was a
know.
fly
You had to
nigga.
be,
Yeah, like
yeah.
you was, and that's where the Wale peak, because it's like the too cool for school shit. I feel you, but at the same time, it's like that is kind of whole Steez type shit. It's like, bro, I'm the cool nigga, I'm the fly nigga. I got the shoes, I got the girls. I used to play sports. I used to do poetry. Now I rap. It was the vibe, and then it's like his music was so culturally imprinted with like DC, like the go-go piece and all that type of shit. It's like a lot of that shit is not mainstream American understanding. So it's like when you try to facilitate it in, those that get it, it'll be like, oh no, that's crazy. But like the masses just fly right over their head type shit. And I think that's what a lot of Wale's music does. It just
Now that
goes
I
over
think
people's
about it,
heads.
him and Big Crit have the same issue. They
Mhm.
both were too in not for the love of what got them into this, but they were too direct. Like, let's be real, Big Crit is too direct into Mississippi and
Too
bass.
south. It's too south. Yeah.
If Big
Same thing
Crit
with
was
Wale.
if you moved if you moved Big Crit from Mississippi to Atlanta, he's a legend.
Or Texas.
He's a legend.
Or
Or
Texas.
Texas. It
Yeah,
worked.
or Texas.
It
But like
completely worked.
he's instant Southern legend. Instant.
Yep.
If
Yep.
you move Wale from the DMV to
To
New
New
York,
it's no problem.
Nick, because Nike Boots should be a song that is like immortalized.
Come
Because
on,
the
man.
funny part
should
about
be.
it, to
Come on,
y'all's
man.
point, when I'm looking at it, it's like, man, Sean's peak album only dropped 2 months before Wale's peak album.
What's Wale's peak album?
The album about nothing.
Ah.
Dark Sky
yeah,
Paradise
yeah.
dropped in 2015.
Is that Wale's peak album?
At least from his commercial respect, that was his peak album. I might side
Okay,
that might be his
okay.
best
I
complete
give you
album.
that. I give you
Sure.
that.
Yeah, I would think so, because I
That's
mean,
the time for
Ambition
the
is just
night,
the
yeah.
debut. So
Yeah,
You know,
because
but
that's the time
they
for
only
the
dropped,
so I roll
I
with
think,
that.
like a month
I
and
roll
a
with that.
half from each other. It was only about a month and a half separation between those two albums. And when you're looking at where they've gone from there, I see what y'all are saying with Crit. I think he's kind of, I think all three of them are in the same, because Big Sean, I would argue my side, at least just as a fan, Big Sean signing to Good Music and Wale signing to MMG might have placed more of a narrative of shoes they had to fill that wasn't really their lane.
Yeah,
Respectfully.
but Rick Ross ain't Kanye West.
He's
Right.
not. I'm not
Yeah,
comparing
no,
it in that manner. No. What I'm saying is just like the type of people that you sign to isn't necessarily your lane.
Yeah.
Right? Meek being with Ross makes sense. Stolly, Gunplay, all that tracks. Wale was the odd man out. When you're looking at even the Kanye, like you're consistently a hit maker. You're going to.
Sean fits in good music to me.
Really,
Sean fits in good music.
Yeah, Sean does.
Sean fits in good music.
I mean, Sean was yeah. I mean,
But it's like
Detroit-
it's like a thing. Like now today, I think about like had Jid signed to TDE, what would that and had Jid signed to TDE and Reason signed to Dreamville,
Yeah.
what would you know what I'm saying? Like if y'all swap that out, it'll probably make more sense. But we see how it went, and that's no slight to Jid, because Jid is doing this shit. Shout out to Jid. But like those, I see what you're saying though, because like even Wale being on MMG is like, how is this exactly gonna work? And it worked because he's great at what he does, type shit. Like 600 bins is 600 bins, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and see, this is the point, like, because we was talking about this before we started recording with this. That goes into something that I was saying about Wale being on MMG. 600 bands. Wale, your whole steez and who you are as an artist, you gonna give us 600 bands once every blue moon. You're gonna give us Matrimony, Bad, Lotus Flower Bomb consistently.
consistently.
That doesn't mesh. Because let's
Yeah,
be real, like when we really think about it, Wale makes more music for the ladies than Drake do.
facts.
Wale is a Love
It's
Jones
fact.
ass nigga. Wale is
That's the
Love
It is,
Jones
thing.
the
bro.
artist.
You know
He
what?
Yeah.
makes
Even
it, but think
even
about it.
his,
He makes this music for a specific cultural woman,
Hmm.
but you
and
know what?
that's where the
His, you know
disconnect
what?
is too.
The neo
His thing,
soul ho.
his thing is the same. That's also why I think him and Big Sean
The
are in the
neo
same boat as
soul ho.
well.
Let me tell you.
Look,
Let me tell you.
because I
Hold on, Ray, real quick. If you walk in and she got the
DNA,
incense,
that's for
the
everyone.
crystals, if she got the tapestry on her wall, listen, bro. She got that little septum piercing. Straight on, bro.
and,
She got a
Straight
and that
dream
on.
catcher in her room.
You know what I'm
and I
saying?
think that's
Come on.
where the other piece is too for both of them because I still believe they're more comparable because Crit was just one of those. The South would the South isn't ever going to be the prominent unless you're specifically from Atlanta. When I say the rest of the South, like they're never going
Okay.
to be the front
Yeah.
facing one. So Crit maxed out. He should have went further, but I do believe just aesthetically speaking, looking at rap, he maxed out
Yeah.
and hit a high in
Yeah.
all things considered. But with Wale and Sean, what also ruined, not ruined, but kind of marred their thing was y'all are technically sound. Y'all could arguably technically be considered better than the ones that made it. And then in that moment, Sean gave us what was it, ass? That the song, whatever the one, ass, what he gave us that. Wale did clappers, and that wasn't supposed to be y'all. And it kind of put that you over there trying to chase the songs where stay with the lady lane. You have Matrimony, you have all these tracks. That's right here.
Yeah.
Sean,
Yeah.
like you got the chill, mellow Marvin Gaye and Chardonnay. That was the perfect sweet spot for you. And
Yeah.
continuing in that bag. When y'all gave us that, it's just that wasn't supposed to be that. You
Yeah.
know, and yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a
Wale,
shot?
man,
Did he shoot that Cole?
he may have. I don't think nothing is gonna come of it if he did, because Cole don't like phase. Cole don't like friction and you know what I'm saying?
It's
So
nice to know who you are.
no, yeah, for sure. But like if he shot at him, it's a shot in the dark because it ain't even if it do hit nothing, ain't nothing gonna come back from it. So like it is what it is. Wale, Everything Is a Lot is a great album. I would urge everyone to go listen to it, even you, Bodega. It's fire. There's some shit on there. Um and yeah, man, just keep kicking, bro. Cause like you 15 years in, so it ain't even like, this shit it matters at this point for real. Like just keep doing your shit, bro. Shout out to you. Um Last thing, question for y'all brothers. So Max B is out. We talked about that. Um Dave East, who does a podcast with Jim Jones, went to one of Max B's appearances, like to support him when he got out, type shit, right? Now we know today that Dave and Jim had a conversation about that, and it was cool. But I wanted to ask y'all, like, do y'all have like hard lines when it comes to shit like that? Like, if I'm beefing with somebody, and my man's might not be beefing with him, but I'm beefing with him, can Buddy go support Cuz or do business with Cuz? Like, is that something that's cool with y'all, or y'all not fucking with it?
Are we moving off of their situation in this
Yeah,
question?
I don't want to.
Okay.
I don't want to. Yeah, but like you could say the issues is that deep. Let's say the issues is that deep, but we ain't gonna talk
Well,
about them specifically.
well, no, because I think there's kind of not waters it down because the issues that homie had with Max was well before the relationship even
Right.
started. Well, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so with him, it's like it should be an obvious answer for the question. Is it more of an even like, all right, you, me, Ev, Bodega, we cool, and then one of us have a falling out type of thing? Like we
No,
all
it could be the same situation. Like I have a long standing beef with this nigga, and me and you cool. Like we become cool, and I have a beef with this nigga, and now it becomes an opportunity where you might be able to do business with bruh. And you like, would you come to me and ask about that, or like how what you thinking?
I would say if you know, which like, and we saying the reach out is always necessary. That's just how I
Okay.
look at it, because it's one of those things. Because like we talking about Dave, and again, we're not talking about Dave's situation, but like Mano in the same thing. Like Mano already knew, like, I got my boundary. I stay out of it. That's for my loyalty with you. Fair. But when you can say, and that he was talking about actually just linking or whatever. But when it comes to a business play, because guess what? If everybody says we saying we not pocket watching, if you doing business with somebody, you probably trying to make that bread. You may need that bread. Just had that conversation with me first, so I'm not looking crazy. Like, it's just like I'm blindsided. Like, oh, wait a minute, y'all doing the post up pic where y'all got your
Mhm.
arms folded together. Like, hold on, wait a minute. Come
Okay.
shoot it. Come holler at me first, so I can. Because this is the thing is where if y'all saying it's a business relationship, y'all get some paper. I'm never gonna knock you getting your paper. I'm never gonna knock that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said. So it's just let me know, because then it's up again. I'm big on self-responsibility. It's up to me to maneuver on y'all newfound relationship, because we've seen it. Y'all can now become homies off of this business if it work out well.
Mm.
We know how that go, because then now your loyalty may preside with him a little bit stronger than with me. So I got to look at. I do have to maneuver that. So I say, man, just come with the conversation. Let me know what's up. I ain't gonna just say it's an automatic fuck you, but just let me know, because then let me make the decision to maneuver around it.
Bodega.
Um, bro, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't care. Like, I'll say it like this. I don't care because Max and Max and Jim's beef is not over no street shit. Nobody died. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? Nobody got blamed on. Nobody was at threat of physical violence or anything like that. And like, so like, I ain't got no problem. If you know what I'm saying? If you like, you know what I'm saying? Like where I'm from, like the shit where I come from, where like issues are actual issues and they can only be resolved a certain way, bro, you go kick it with a nigga that like I don't like. It's not gonna change anything on my side. Because if I actually had an issue with that nigga, the issue it would be resolved. It wouldn't be no, "Oh, nah, we just don't see each other," like shit like if it wouldn't be that. So like, okay, like yeah, I may not like that nigga. Cool, whatever case, you may like that nigga. It's all right with me. It don't make me no never mind. But like, yeah, the whole like street and like I feel Mano's point because Mano is a former street nigga who did a bid and came out and then was rapping. So
Yeah.
like I understand Mano's point of view. And if I was looking at it that way, I completely understand it. But like, nigga, this is music. It's music business. It's not even like niggas ain't did no violation type shit. None like that. Whatever, bro.
I mean, she did touch it in Miami.
Yeah, she did, but but like that's
I
some
mean, that's
And
for
then,
some
and, then,
niggas.
wh-
For
and then
some,
he went around bragging about it and made the song saying,
yeah,
for
let
some
us.
niggas,
but
that's
women,
enough.
but hold on though, because women play the game, and if you had your shit together with your shorty, she wouldn't be in Miami touching it.
Hmm.
You
If
ain't
you
had,
was the nigga
Mm.
you
that
ain't
you
had to
rap
let
like
him
you, if
touch
you, yeah, you know what I'm saying. If you the nigga who you rap like, you know what I'm saying. You rap like you that nigga. If you that nigga for real. She touching you in Miami. She not touching. She not touching the nigga you beefing with in Miami.
Hmm.
It's fair. It's a fair point. It's a fair word. I say it don't bother me for real. Like if I got actual issues with a motherfucker, the question don't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of my line on it. Like if I have a genuine issues with somebody and and you my mans, you obviously know that. So coming to me be like, yo, you mind if I go work with the nigga? Like, fuck you think, nigga. Like, duh. So I don't. But yeah, if I don't got no real issue with him, it's some music shit, bro. Go
Because
ahead.
I think it's one of them situations. It also depends on how how did you learn about the issues, right? If we was cool before I met you, and then I find out later on that y'all got some issues, then I might look at it a particular way, as, hey bro, you didn't know. I'm not here to mess up whatever relationship you got going on, right? Because you didn't know about this. This predated you. When y'all kick it, I'll just move out the way. Hopefully, can you do me the same? If you know it's a function for me, don't. You know what I'm saying? Don't. I didn't let you know, because even if it's not necessarily like we lost lives over it or blood was shed, how someone might feel about somebody and they're that dedicated to it, even with the grain of salt of respectfully in this situation, he known to crash out. But if it's just a regular thing, like you hit me like, hey bro, like I feel a way about this, and I wasn't there for it, I don't think it's my position to necessarily speak on it. I can't tell you how emotional you are for something that predates me. This is invested, right?
Yeah, nah, for sure.
Now,
And
if we was kicking it already, and I kind of let you know, or if it was immediate, like you went and met homie and you came back and I was talking to Whoopty Whoop, and I was like, man, look, boom, 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 boom. And then you're like, oh, so is it still good? I don't believe all money's good money.
Yeah, I
Right.
feel that.
Because I don't know if I can understand a price tag that makes me not just at least a little bit look at you sideways in the manner of like so you there's because to me, you're telling me an amount that you would at least consider to turn your back on what I just expressed to you.
Yeah, that's fair. I feel
You
that.
know,
Yeah,
like
I feel that.
I don't know. I respect what you're doing business wise, but if it's a money relationship, that it might translate into that for me from this point forward. We have now understood the price tag. There was a transaction. This will be a transactional relationship. I don't have no ill will towards you. It's like it goes from giving dap to firm shaking hands.
Y'all some real mature brothers, man. Look at y'all.
and I mean to be honest, like, you know what I'm saying, to be on this side, like, Jim is wrong. I want y'all to know that. Like, if you don't know the history between Max and Jim is wrong. Jim is the nigga in the wrong. Like,
Got you.
you know what I'm
Got you.
saying? Like, Jim is the nigga in the wrong. Like,
Can somebody be wrong and still ask you to stand tall with them?
I mean, yeah, but like,
Or is it out of
if you
pocket? That's a better question. Is it out of pocket?
I mean, but if yes, you can stand with a nigga if he wrong,
You
but
can't
only if
convince a
y'all
nigga that he wrong.
only if y'all cracking.
Oh yeah, yeah. Fix that.
I was just gonna let
Oh,
that.
Fix that.
I was trying to give
Fix
you the
it.
opportunity to correct it. You just
Fix
let
if
it linger out there.
if
Fix
you if you are locked in, if you locked in, if that's your man's, y'all doing dirt together or whatever the case, whatever y'all from the same block, however, you can stand tall with a nigga who's wrong, right? Because like, that's your family, right? Or however you handle it behind doors, cool, whatever the case. But like, on this type of shit, like, Jimmy is wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Jim is wrong. Like, he just dead wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, if he's wrong though, your homie asks you, would would you respect it? And just like I understand you wrong, you just gotta deal with it. But out of love for you, would you respect it, or is it one of those? How do you expect me to stand tall if we all know you wrong?
I'm not rocking
If
with the wrong homies, bro. I'ma just let it be. I'm not rocking with the wrong homies. You wrong, you need to go fix that. Don't come back
Right.
around me till you fixed it.
yeah,
Because
that's
I'm not
cool.
finna be in between the bullshit. I'm not finna be on the wrong side of history. I'm not finna be on none of that. You're not finna loop me into this bullshit. If you on bullshit, you on bullshit. Acknowledge you was on bullshit, go fix it. Don't
The
come to
only
me.
type of shit you can stand tall on is the shit that you got to stand tall on. And if you know what the fuck I'm talking about, then cool. If you don't know, it's not for you to know. It's okay.
It might be
It's
what you're
okay.
wrong about and who it is. For me, like if it's just another peer, I'm still gonna let you know that you're wrong. And there's also probably a limitation on how far. Like if it was one of those y'all ran into each other and it got a little out of hand, and it's more than just the due process of a one-on-one, whether it be conversation or outside conversation. Out of love for you, I might respect it, but you know you're wrong, and you haven't heard me not say you're wrong, probably repeatedly. But if it's someone like I don't know, Mom Dukes, your brother or something like that. Like, nah, bro, you wrong. I can't move like that. Because if you move like that with family or your close homies, I probably can't have it.
I can't rock either way, bro. Like even if you appear, it's like, nigga, you wrong. B, I'm not standing with wrong niggas.
Yeah.
That's just me. You got it. Like if you want to be wrong and like unflinching in your wrong, you got to go over there. I don't even rock with niggas like
he's
that.
Wrong in this situation.
I mean, that's the maturity of the situation. If it's been like shown to you multiple times and you just refuse to acknowledge, you gotta go.
But
Like,
that's what I mean. You say for some time you can't convince a nigga that he's wrong. Some people are just so in their own head.
You have to get the fuck on from around me with that shit, because that's gonna linger into other problems later when you wrong about some shit with me and now you doing the same thing. And I done stood with you before, so then it's gonna be confusing as to why I'm not standing with you now. I'm not doing all of that, bro. Go get your shit together. Go figure it out.
Rory them all.
Type shit. Type shit. But my brothers, I appreciate y'all for another one. We got a lot of shit to clean up today. Bodega, we leaned on you today, man. We appreciate you, dog. You shouldered the load for real. So appreciate that.
Crazy.
No. Listen.
You know what, man?
Listen. We gotta listen. We're not playing. Look, no. On this episode 37 of the Keep It Clean podcast, we are no longer playing the pause game.
We just talked
I've been
about
on that.
Throatis.
I'll say, I just like to point it out.
I've been there.
Funny.
Let's get bread today quickly.
I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm not. Yeah, like come on, bro. Taking shoulder to load into what you just took it to. That's on you. That's an indictment on your mind, not us. Something wrong with you, brother. But
I'm just saying, really, dead ass. Go rewatch what you did earlier, gang.
All right, man. We'll see. I'm gonna watch it back. I'm gonna watch it.
It was like Marlon Wayans in Haunted House.
All right,
the ghost was controlling you.
Don't ever tell me a ghost was listening.
I mean,
the ghost was controlling.
You had an out of body experience there. It was kind of crazy.
Stop it.
Out of throat experience. It was kind of like, what the fuck is he doing here?
I just, like at a certain point.
Wait, what did he say? No, run that back.
What did you say? We're not running that back. We're not running that back.
Brother, you said what, brother?
What did you say?
You said what, brother?
I'm not.
What did you say?
Oh, fuck.
I'm not. Listen,
bro,
this has been.
That is nuts. Why would you say that? Why would you say that?
Why would you say
Why
that?
would you say that?
There was no need for that. It was completely unnecessary. And you know that. That's what's crazy. You know that was completely unnecessary. There was no need for that. The point was made. The point was made. And then you took it further. There's something wrong with you,
bro. Please,
I know what
bro.
y'all say about me. I'm gonna make an argument that Ev has taken the baton casually in certain
moments.
Bro, anything that you place on my jacket.
Right now, we can't talk about taking batons.
Alexander Rose, please return to this podcast. We need some sort of chaos guidance, because these niggas is fucking out of pocket. These niggas, I don't even know how he came up with that in his head. I don't
think you want to. I don't think it's a dark place in there. Listen, this has been a great episode of the Keep It Clean podcast. Episodes drop every single Tuesday. Sports shows drop every Thursday, right, Ray? Thursday.
Every Thursday or Friday. I'm gonna be honest.
Thursday or Friday, okay.
Depends on what we talk about and how the homies feel. We do real. We be voting in the chat on what day we gonna release it.
Okay, cool. So episodes drop every Tuesday, sports show every Thursday or Friday.
Yo, when he was with Bubba, do you think that's what he means by Make America Great Again?
This has been a great episode of the Keep It Clean podcast. Y'all keep
anime
it
show
keep it
coming soon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Please.
You know what I'm saying? All of that. Y'all have a great week, man. We love y'all. Appreciate y'all. You niggas are fucking ridiculous.